So thank you. So today our topic is artificial intelligence in healthcare. So also like the main thing we are going to deal with opportunities and challenges and future directions. So artificial intelligence plays a major role in each and every area in this current era. So there are certain areas are available. Industry 1.0, 2, 3, 4, 5. So likewise, as of in Industry 4.0, then it plays a major role in each and every domain. So if you take that entire globe, so we all are coming under the category called STEM. STEM category, STEM. STEM is nothing but science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Science, so technology, engineering, and mathematics. So this is called STEM. So science. Wait. So hope screen is visible, right, for everyone. Can you please confirm?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so STEM. So we all are coming in the STEMs. STEM is nothing but science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So we are so safe. So we as engineering and technology or mathematics, so the people are studying about science and then mathematics, then I mean biology, chemistry. So these entire categories coming under STEM. So if you take other department like HR, marketing, or accounts, so these all areas. So it is non-STEM categories. So those all the areas already A almost occupied 80 percentage. Wherever the repetitive tasks are happening, so wherever accounts are happening, so you see like right now Tally or Jogo or many tools are coming up with AI based accounting tool. So AI based, I mean, even Jogo also like implementing the AI based system. So when accounts happening, or when in a particular company or organization when account things are happening, so we don't want to keep multiple people inside the industry. Simply we can keep one or two softwares, so that software can handle complete accounting tools, because everything already we started with digital currency, with digital transactions. It can take and it can, I mean, it can map from where the amount is received. I mean, for whom the amount is settled. So everything it can map automatically. So that area already that AI occupied 80 percentage. Also HR. So each and every area like we are having like software tools, AI based tools. Simply can log in, log out, and it is taking that number of hours you worked, and then leaves, and then approvals mechanism. Everything is played by like AI. And even if you're taking, so textile industries in Coimbatore, so most of the textile industries started implementing this AI based tool, AI based system, prediction system inside the I mean their mills, so textile mills. So if there is any spindle is not working, motor is not working, conveyor is not working, automatically it can predict. Even it is telling what kind of problem we are facing with that one. Either it is a sensor problem, or spindle problem, or motor problem. So only for maintenance in the particular company, we don't want to keep so 10, I mean more number of people, engineers. So if you take like each and every mill, so there will be like minimum 10 to 20 engineers will be there, but right now it's not required. The same way, so when you are taking into education, even in education, you see like as of now, then we are using everywhere. We started using ChatGPT tools and Copilot, and then Gemini and Perplexity. Like which we are using so many tools, and even so, I have seen one robot. So that robot can teach multiple subjects. So even that knows like that emotional intelligence. Apart from artificial intelligence, so we are having emotional intelligence also. So when I was attending on small conclave, edited conclave, so people were asking multiple people. So in that, Mr. Logesh Kanraj was there, the famous director, movie director. The people were asking him, so how this AI is impacting in the cinematic field. So simply he was stating, so AI is a technology. With this technology, even I started using this kind of AI based technology in my movies. But so I can use the technology for the movie, but I cannot. I mean, the AI cannot give a script. For example, if you want to have a script or proper story or proper things, then that can be done only by the human. The same way that people are asking the famous microsurgeon in Coimbatore, so Dr. Sababadi. So then he was stating, so due to this AA, the least affected area or the last affected area is called medical. Least and last affected area is called medical, because so if there is an action happens or if there is any problem for a particular people. So even some accident or any heavy trauma cases are happening. So the first thing then the patient was thinking is called the hope. The hope is nothing but, so I got bleeding. I was affected with the accident. So then, am I safe, or I can survive or not? That is what the thing, that the first thing they will get it. So like during these conditions, if some robot is coming near to the patient, so after the accident, some robot is coming near to the patient, then simply it is scanning the patient. Also, it is scanning that SpO2 and temperature, and then the facial reaction, everything. If robot is telling to the particular patient, like you can survive 80%, you will not survive 20%, or you can survive, that possibilities of survival is only 20%. Then other thing, that possibilities of non-survival is 80% means, then it's not going to be working out. That is what a thing in medical. So in medical, by using this technology, even in medical or anywhere like in engineering field, by using this AI-based technology, it is not going to remove. It is not going to change complete era. So by using this AI technology, so the engineer can come up with a good product. By using this AI technology, the engineer can come up with a good solution. Same way in medical, so by using this technology, the doctor can come up with a good patient care. So if in India, if you take, so approximately depends on the cities. So 200 is to 1, 400 is to 1, even some cases like 500 is to 1. So the doctor versus patient ratio. For 500 patient, there is only one doctor. For us 200 patient, there will be only one doctor. So like this is what situation right now we are facing, which means, so doctors are less, number of patients are more. Even if you want to take any X-ray, so we should reach hospital. So doctor wants to consult initially, then for that we want to wait 2 hours. And after that, doctor wants to tell you like, so you want to take X-ray, then for that, then we want to take again 1 hour. And after getting the report, if you are going and seeing the doctor, no, doctor won't be available because he will be so going out of hospital. So maybe for his own clinic and all. So this is what scenario is happening. So waiting time is more. So by using this AI technology, how we can so reduce the time, or how the doctor can come up with a good efficiency. Which means like even in appointment system, we started using this AI. So the people who called first, then they can get appointment automatically, and then automatically like the doctor will see whenever the people are coming into the hospital, the doctor will see that first out basis. Also like after if you want to take X-ray, so we don't write anything on the paper to avoid the paper and to save the time. Simply with the help of the software, based software, simply you can post for this patient. So we want to take X-ray. The doctor, the patient can go to the X-ray room. So in that X-ray machine, that all the detail will come. So what next? So next patient is Mr. Kumar. Next patient is Mr. John, or maybe like any all their detail will come. So simply they can perform the X-ray. So the X-ray report will go to doctor. Doctor can tell us immediately like this is the problem. So we want to go for a fracture. We say it is a fracture. We want to go for a screwing or plating or any kind of issues or anything. Then machine doctor can tell you. But by using the same AI technology in X-ray machine, we can come up with a good solution called. So we can come up with a good solution called, when you are taking X-ray, the machine itself can tell you then what kind of problem you are facing. Whether it is a fracture or small problem or maybe physiotherapy issues you want to take or anything, then it can tell you. That is what the implementation as of now it's going on. So we are simply talking about this AI, but this AI is just evolved. So last 5 to 7 years back, so evolved in the sense, even the famous company called GE, General Electric Healthcare, so GE Healthcare, so they were supplied few AI-based MRI machine in Middle East. AI-based MRI machine. So then what is the purpose of AI-based MRI machine? So simply to improve the signal to noise ratio, also like to enhance the quality of the image, already also to reduce the time of the scanning. So for example, as of now, we are taking 45 minutes to 50 minutes for a single patient for scanning time. But after implementing this kind of a tool, so you can, that AI-based MRI scan, so it can complete the per person scanning within 12 minutes. So also they are claiming that they are selling the machines by mentioning, so we can we can scan 125 patients per day. We can scan 125 patients per day. So waiting time can be automatically reduced. But in India, if you take for taking MRI itself, we want to put a appointment 2 days back. But so how we can avoid this thing? By implementing small artificial intelligence algorithms. So within 12 minutes we can complete the patient. Within 12 minutes we can scan the patient. Also per day we can take 125 patients means, so there won't be any waiting time. So So that is what like artificial intelligence. So I can tell you before getting to that point, and you want to know. So industry 5.0, that is what like it's 10 people. So we as a engineering and technology, mathematics, science people are the one who is going to design this algorithm. So we are not going to lose our jobs, but we should know what is AI. So AI is a technology. So before 100 years, so we were working with mechanical based thing. So as of now, so I mean after mechanical based thing, we started using electrical based and electronic based, then sensor based. As of now, AI based. Maybe in future perspective, so maybe like IoT based or quantum computing based, or maybe like twin technology based. Like the technology will evolve. So, but as of now, current era, how that AI is performing and what are the different problems we are facing. That is one thing. In industry 1.0, so in 17th century, the industry 1.0 was started, and that is called steam engine. Before steam engine, we started. I mean, we used animals for transportation, for taking water from the well, for all the purpose. We started using animals. But after that, so when that steam engine, when electricity, so when we developed the fire, then we started with electricity. I mean that steam. So steam engine based two wheeler, steam engine based four wheeler for all transportation purpose. So this is what happened in industry 1.0. So then we use that particular technology more than 100 years or 125 years. Then so we evolved to other technology that is called industry 2.0, that is called electricity. So we were coming up with electricity, and then current, voltage, power, and resistor, electronic components and semiconductor components, and then slowly motors, lamps. That is what industry 2.0. So that technology was almost for 75 years. Then we were having PC, mobile communication, and then laptops, and then semiconductor components, ICs. So we developed. So we were coming to so industry 3.0, that is called information technology. That's called computer and automation. Computer based, so softwares, and then if you want to book a tickets, flight tickets, or train tickets, everything through software. And slowly the technology evolved to mobile communication, mobile apps. And industry 4.0 is completely called AI. Industry 4.0 is completely called AI. So this AI, so this current era, like this last 5 to 10 years, we as faculties, or we as student, or we as industries, we are experiencing this AI, and then big data and simulation, IoT, and then augmented reality and virtual reality. So these are the areas we are experiencing. That is in that case that AI also one kind of a thing. So that again, so we started evolving into the another technology called Industry 5.0 is called. So cognitive systems. Cognitive system is nothing but, so as of now, AI is a baby. As of now, AI is a baby. So when we were early stage, like baby stage, so we were not knowing what is color or shape and something. As a parent, as a teacher, so we were trained. This is what color. So this is what shape. Likewise, that we were trained the same way. So AI is a baby right now. So we are training the AI. How we are training? So we are uploading the photos. We are simply typing on ChatGPT, and then Gemini, Perplexity, and Copilot. Likewise, we are simply asking. So can you please write a leave letter? Can you please give a research paper? Can you please give? Likewise, we are simply giving the command. Then it is taking, and again we are asking something. So it is we are interacting with the particular baby. That baby is learning from us. So like how they say in same in a human life, after learning each and everything, then when we are growing up, then we will ask questions. So if parents are telling it's a blue color, we will tell it's not a blue color, it's like a sky blue color. So we will tell in different terms. The same way. So when AI is evolved, so that AI takes place completely, which means so we will not use our brain. So AI will I mean AI will drivers. So as of now, you see, so if anything, if anything, any content you want or anything you want to take, like we are not going for Google. So it is called search engine based thing. We are not going to Google. So straight away we are going to Gemini or ChatGPT. So then whether you have experienced or not, then it is happening right now. So it is based on the search histories. It is taking your data. So whether so this particular pages are liking this content or not liking this content, what kind of things they are asking, how they are responding, so everything is taken. Even if you take social media is nothing but, so it's a big disaster right now. So we are not using social media is using us. So even if you take like Instagram, so if you are going and seeing Instagram, so then you are having massless, I mean, so many content in the Instagram. Simply you will go to see something, but you will spend almost 1 hour, 2 hours into the each and every students are experiencing this one. So you will spend more than 1 hour, so more than half an hour inside that Instagram, because Instagram is using the AI based algorithm. It is knowing. It is getting the data from you. Like for example, when you are scrolling that feed, so you are simply scrolling. So if some education videos are coming up, some political related memes are coming. Simply if you're scrolling means it is assuming that you are not liking that video or the content. Maybe if you're spending maybe any extra 2 seconds or 3 seconds, it is assuming that you are liking that content. So likewise, so you are liking that content. Likewise, then it is again and again it is giving you the same content. For example, if you are liking so many comedy memes, if you are not liking the political memes, so then if you're spending more time or maybe few time extra for the comedy memes, then again and again it is assuming that so you are liking only so comedy memes, so you are not liking political. So it is giving all these things. So that is what A. So you are giving the data. So based on that one, it is taking automatically, it is running. The same way Flipkart or Amazon, all the apps. Maybe if you are speaking with your family members or maybe like friends or colleagues, today I'm planning to purchase a watch, smart watch, or I'm planning to purchase a laptop or maybe chair or table or something to your home. Then that your mobile phone is having a microphone. The microphone is taking the keywords. When you are taking your mobile phone, automatically it is showing that mobile phone advertisement or chair advertisement or PC advertisement. So how it is taking? Because it is taking your keyword and it is assuming so this particular person is planning to purchase this thing. So then again and again it is coming. That is one thing. So it is controlling us. We are not using mobile phone. Mobile phone is using us. It is taking all our data and it is controlling our brain. So that is what that industry 5.0 is moving. The cognitive systems, which means cognitive system. Another way we can tell like so as of now, we were having mobile phone. So before 10 years, we were not having mobile phone. That time, then only like landline. Slowly we moved to keypad phone and then smartphone. So when smartphone was there, then we used to hear song in loudspeaker. Then slowly, wired headset, and we used controls over the wired headset. And again, so after that, then we moved to the headset. Bluetooth headset. As of now, Apple is having one more thing is called AirPod, Apple AirPod. So simply by using like Apple or Siri, like simply when after the call, cancel the call, increase the volume, decrease the volume, simply by speaking or simply by so moving your finger. But as of now, the same Apple is thinking like, so why people wants to move their hand to attend the call or cancel the call or increase the volume, decrease the volume. So it is taking they're having new pattern. It is taking your brain signal. So it is taking you. So it is taking your brain signal. If you are liking that content, and if you are liking that video, or if you want to increase, decrease, automatically it is taking your brain signal. Based on the signal intensity, it is adjusting automatically. That is what happening. Even if you're getting some call from your friend or maybe colleague or someone, so if you are thinking to attend the call, it automatically can be attended. If you are thinking to not attend the call, automatically it can be disabled. That is what technology so we are facing right now in Coimbatore. So in Coimbatore, one company, so in one tea shop, they introduced this A-based algorithm. So that particular owner wants to identify how much time. So if you are going as a single, how much time you are spending. If you are going as a multiple, 2 to 3 people, how much time you are spending. That all the data is taking. That all the data it is taking, and then so that particular owner is analyzing for a single tea how much time that most is taking, or if you are coming 2 to 3 people, how much time. So he is simply analyzing how much space required. So when the people are coming most, or maybe like a repeated order, within how many seconds that you are getting next order. So all these things they are planning automatically. So that based on that one, automatically he is calculating the team master to improve the productivity. So this is what it's going as of now. So one more thing, the here what we should understand is technology is moving. So in this 1.0 to 3, it is going to be like this only. But you see the years, industry 1.0 we used almost for 125 years. Industry 2.0 we used less than 75 years. Industry 3.0 less than 30 years. Industry 4.0 less than 10 years. So the technology evolving too fast. So our grandparents, if they know how to service the, steam engine or maybe like something. So if they know how to connect steam engine or maybe how to service or commissioning or how to develop a steam engine, they would have completed the entire lifetime, the generation. Because the technology were used almost for 120 years. As of now, it's not like that. if you're software, if you're studying about MBA, maybe after 3 4 years, then they is not a main tool. So maybe other tool will come. So likewise, the technology is going to evolve. So the technology is moving too fast. So as per that speed, then we also should move or to adopt for the particular thing. So Industry 4.0, this is what we are experiencing. So this AI is coming under this Industry 4.0, IoT, augmented reality, cloud computing, and cloud computing is the old one. So cloud computing and edge computing. As of now, quantum computing is coming. So within 5 years, the quantum computing will be the major one. And big data, 3D printing, cyber security, autonomous robots, simulation. So these are the things we are experiencing right now. So when we are moving towards that Industry 5.0, so focus on connecting machines. Earlier, like we were focusing on connecting machines, but right now our main objective is to deliver customer experience, customization, mass customization, or hyper customization, which means if you want something as per your wish or your requirement, with the help of this AI, it is possible to develop. But earlier, that if you want to purchase a mobile phone, one or maybe if you take Apple, there will be like 4 to 5 models. But in future, if you which after implement this kind of algorithm, as per your expectation, then they can develop a product. That is what the thing is going to be. That is going to be 1.0 to 5.0. And one more thing, by using all these stuffs, so impact of AI. So each and every people, like as I mentioned, so the robot is taking class. So even robot for each and every companies for accounts or maybe like for HR, each and every area, then we start using this AI. So robot or AI. So even in Amazon facility, they were, I mean, 1,000 manpower were replaced the robots. 1,000 manpowers were replaced with the robots simply by implementing few robots for packing and forwarding. To avoid man-made errors, like so they introduced the robots. So likewise, each and every people are having this kind of problem. Like, will robots and AI take my job in future? Will robots and AI take my job in future? Yes, of course. So in future, so your friend or your maybe like your colleague is not going to be your competitor. So in future, our competitor is A. A is a main competitor in future. So whenever you are going sitting for interview, so the battle is not between man versus man. Again, the battle is not between man versus robots. Between the battle is between man with AI versus man without AI. Human with AI versus human without AI. So the human should know AI. So after in current era, then if you are telling I will not use ChatGPT, I will not use Perplexity or maybe Copilot, I will write my own. So if you're writing your own letter or own paper or own journal, so then before writing, so that is okay, but before writing completely, like so your colleague or the people who are using that AI, they will complete 5 to 6 journals. So we all should know how to use AI. So because of this AI, prompt engineering also coming. How effectively you can get a result by inserting the prompts. What are the keywords you are putting? So how effectively you can get that is a prompt engineering. So in future is like the human with the AI versus human with the AI. The people or the industries are going to give importance for the human who knows AI than the human knows. Human not knowing AI. That is what right now going on. So then again you can see. So with this automation impact, so India is going to lose 24.3 percentage of the role. India is going to lose in 2030. India is going to lose 24.3 percentage due to automation. So each and every area, like even all software companies as of now, they introduced 5 tools. Even I hear in Cognizant they used or they introduced 5 tools. That particular 5 tools you can see for intermediate, beginner and intermittent people and also the expert people. So all these people should use their programming language. So through that right, AI tool. So like as of now, it's a baby again by inserting all kind of coding or through that particular AI tool. Then you are teaching that particular AI tool. May after 2 years, so you don't want to put any coding. Automatically it will do the coding. That is what and that is going to happen in within 2030. Then as per the recent survey, so Edoxy Training Institute have given the survey like in 2030 elimination of jobs in various countries, you can see almost 24.3% in millions. Germany is going to lose 3.4%. Mexico is going to lose 3.6%. Japan is going to lose 6.1%. And US 14.8%. China 47 because China is most populous country. So by implementing most of the AI-based tools, so wherever the repetitive tasks are available, everything can be eliminated. That is what the impact. And then, so this is what the conclusion. So AI won't replace you, but someone using AI will definitely going to replace you. And then market overview. So because of this AI tool, the market overview or the medical market is not getting down. So it just keep on increasing. So here you can say, so I can tell you. So the company key players like Hoffman and General Electric, G company, or Omron, Medtronics, or Samsung, Stryker, and all other companies you can see. So so keep on that billion-dollar business is getting increased. In 2021, the business was only 39.3 used billion. In 2021, the business was only like 39.3 US dollar. But if you see like 2022, like 25, and the projection till 2030 is 80.6 US billion. So, so $1 billion. So US $1 billion, like 80 much. So the technology is increasing. Then there I can tell you a company called Omron. So Omron is a famous company for BP measurement. So most of the people will experience the pain during the BP measurement because for all the patient it was mentioned it was set like 160 mmHg for inflation pressure. Then during inflation pressure, then we can measure that systolic and diastolic pressure. But when you are using these home machines as of now, they are having one technique called intelligence AI-based technology. So when, for example, for some people that it requires 160, for some people it requires like more than 160, 160 or sometimes is less than 160 based on the arm size. So automatically it is detecting the pressure level. So to avoid the pain. So this is what happening right now. So like medical market, you see like the fastest growth area. Also you can see largest medtech companies. Also like the fastest top 10 device areas with sales. You can see cardiology, diagnostic imaging, orthopedics, and ophthalmics, general surgery, endoscopy, drug delivery, dental. These are the areas called uh, fast moving area. And so like slowest growing segments are called diagnostic imaging, mainly diagnostic imaging and mainly orthopedics. Orthopedic imaging is called the slowest growing. Also, like projections, you can see like as per 2024 2025 projections, neurology. Neurology cases are more. The tools which we are using in neurology cases like brain surgery, spinal cord surgeries are more as of now. So due to like stress or most of the, chronic health issues, and most of the people are facing problem with posture corrections and posture issue, and then spinal cord issues, and all these problems are having. So even most of the people are going for a procedure called disc replacement. So simply they are removing the disc. So for that kind of thing also happening. So neurology is playing a major role in industry. Okay, that's great. Also, that medical device market overview. So due to this AI-based algorithm or medical device market overview, you can see increasing competition. So if you are coming up with one tool, so that another company is coming with another tool. So simply we are working with the software. Hardware is same. So each and everything can be derived by using a software. So increasing competition is getting increased. So this can lead to price pressure, reduced profitability, and need for ongoing innovation differentiations. Like for long term, so it is for even for small companies, right, it is very difficult for survival. Also regulatory hurdles. So each and every software and hardware should come under regulatory hurdles, regulatory areas. Regulatory hurdles are more. So the requirement obtaining that PDA approval from the government is for new product is very tough right now. So that is one kind of challenge we are facing. And data security. Since everything is AI, so then data security is something, but so we are putting our image, our data birth, our height, weight, and everything we are putting. Even we are logging with our mobile phone. With through mail ID, mobile number, it is taking complete things. So data security, so it's very important. When you are connecting multiple medical devices like MRI, CT, or ECG machine, everything, then each and every machine you are putting our patient data. So when it is interconnected, anyone can take or anyone can hack the data. That is very, very important. That is called data security. On cost, so due to like increasing competition and regulatory hurdles, data security, then companies are in the situation to sell the product at higher cost. But so due to competitors, So that each, if you're giving some good quality product with a particular amount, the competitor will come and give you like with another product, and simply by using the AI algorithm they can sell it. So that is what happening. Apart from challenges impeding the growth of the medical device market, you can see growing pricing pressure. So growing pricing pressure. So keep on the price are getting increased, raw material cost is getting increased. That pressure is coming into that inflation that is high. That is also coming, and changing consumer demands. For example, doctor will tell you today something, and maybe like after giving the equipment, he will tell you something. So their requirements are getting increased. That is called changing consumer demands. And the non-traditional trends, the people are coming, different people are coming from different industry. That is also a big problem. Increasing number of startups, so that is okay someday, but also like it is giving competition. Also like race related geographics and need for evidence based things are required for getting approval. So that is also a big problem. And cyber security risk. So these are the market challenges we are facing as of now. So then next you can see like whenever you are developing any kind of AI algorithm or anything into the medical field, so always we should know these things called user friendly, user safety and patient safety. So the safety is a main concern, and that is also for user and patient. So in hospital, if you are implementing some AI-based algorithm into any kind of medical equipment, so that particular machine will be used by the patient. I mean, it is going to be conducted of the patient. Also, it can be used by doctors and nurses. So, doctor and nurses safety, also the patient safety is very important. So, whenever you are developing the product, so that in order to achieve this thing, so you should know intended to use, who will use the product or whom for what and when and where. So this is very, very important, and user needs their definite they should define. So this is what their expectation, and then design input based on that one. So we should develop a product, and finally the verification and then validation. So this is what very, very important thing. Also after developing a product, so patient safety. So if you in order to develop a patient safety, so each and every time we should measure, monitor, and then capture the reports, and we should analyze the reports, and then that data can be shared to the particular expert, and we can come up with a good strategy, and we can implement learnings. That is very important. By using this AI-based thing, smart manufacturing also getting improved. So that is called digital triad. IoT plus edge computing plus AI. That is important thing. IoT plus edge computing plus AI. So we are our main concept is AI, but edge computing and IoT plays major role. So for example, in our house, then how much time that we are using that LPG gas, or how much time we are using that ceiling fan or light, everything we have to monitor simply by using this IoT based, so Wi-Fi based protocol, IoT Internet of Things, and edge computing. Edge computing is nothing but, so you are using that AI based algorithm or prediction mechanism in the device itself. You're taking the data, if you're sending the data to the cloud, and in the cloud, if you're predicting, that's called cloud computing. On spot, on device, if you're taking, it's called edge computing. So by using this thing, smart manufacturing. So, but in many medicine, in the medical device or healthcare manufacturing, is still it is somewhat critical for implementing all these tools. But already in few industries, it is data-driven, automated, and adaptive production systems are available right now. That is called smart manufacturing. So then, so how it is evolved. So for example, if you take a small power room, so late 18th century, so first evolution, water and steam power. By using this water and steam power, we used, and early 20th century, you can see assembly line. Simply by using assembly line, we are using, you were adopted for the mass production. And early 1970s, you can see IT automated productions, so PLC and robots. And then today, so you can see like fourth revolution, Internet of Things, Internet of Services based thing. Its complexity is getting increased, but development of production is also getting increased. So that is what that evolution in due to like industry 5.4.0. So this is called industry Internet of Things, IoT in IoT in manufacturing. So along with this IoT, then we are simply adding that AI-based tools, AI-based algorithm. So that is to ensure machine status monitoring. So this will detect failures little earlier, and then downtime. So if anything happens, then for attending the particular complaints, and maintenance engineer should come. They will take minimum 2 days. To avoid that thing, if you are using small A-based algorithm, it can simply detect and immediately like it help us to solve the problem immediately to reduce the downtime that is happening. And production line visibility, what is happening, where the problem, which conveyor, which motor, which sensor, and production rate and production rate possibility, everything can be tracked in real time. And digital twin. Digital twin is very, very important thing. Like you can simply mimic what is happening on the device that simply can make in the site that is called the digital twins. And then this is a new age mechanical. So in mechanical industry, like how it's performed. So like this is sensing devices. So if you are in medical, then you can see like there are so many sensing devices. So by using this sensing device like sensors, pressure sensor, EC sensor, camera, and then some oxygen sensors, various sensors, pulse oximeter. So all these sensors can be sensed and it can be communicate through the network. Like you can use communication technologies, so Zigbee or Wi-Fi or anything, and then you can simply process the data and finally it can be used for smart manufacturing. It's not required. So this is edge computing. Simply you can tell like Internet of Things, and you are predicting on spot. So on the device or near the device, you are having a controller or processor, then it is predicting is edge computing. Same data if you are sending to the cloud, and from the cloud if you are taking it's called cloud computing. The key benefits of this edge computing is low latency and reduced bandwidth, enhanced privacy and security. This is the main thing. So this is edge and cloud. So in both areas we can use this AI. So these are the future trends. So now how we are using this AI? Simply we are taking downloading data from the Google or maybe like UCA repository. So data set, we are working with data set. When you are working in real time as a product, so when you're working as a real time, you want to take that multiple data. Maybe you want to take the camera or you want to upload image or you want to take any data. That data should be processed by the controller, anything, the processor or controller, maybe the Raspberry Pi or STM32 or any kind of controller or processor. So where we are doing so that on spot we are processing the data or we sending the data to the cloud or cloud we are processing. That is one thing. Difference between edge computing and cloud computing. And then so this same piece of programmed system on chip, so that is a Cypress based thing. So that Infineon piece of HMAC controller, this is also capable of doing so many new generation AI generative AI things. It can communicate robotics, security cameras, and smart home, and human machine interface and wearables. All these areas then it can control. So next, so this manufacturing in mainly in manufacturing sector, like in medical manufacturing, or so many manufacturing sector, the importance of artificial intelligence is to come up with predictive analytics. So predictive analytics is a very, very important thing, and AI powered robots and demand forecasting. So this is what main importance of this thing. Also, like apart from this, that this AI can be used in all the areas: astronomy, healthcare, transport, agriculture, education, e-commerce, entertainment, and even robotics, automotive, social media, data security. Each and every area we can use this tool. So this is what smart manufacturing. Then, so we are not manufacturing something with our hand. Simply, we are seeing with the display that a robot is performing the surgery. A robot is developing a machine that is called the manufacturing. So building, solving, everything is robots doing. Okay. Next, we'll start with few things. There is a percentage of smart manufacturing adoption. So, like you can see, networking hardware, the 84 percentage. But when you're going for production monitoring, the 82 percentage. The connected devices, the software side, and then software side, how effectively the percentage of adoption is happening. Already in networking hardware, like 84% of the networking hardware that we started developing this thing. Connected devices, 82% adoption, sensors and instruments, industrial computers, and then PLCs, everywhere then we started adopting more than 80, 70% in each and every area we are adopting this technology, more than 70%. The next is called then benefits of this AI-based iteration. So efficiency will be improved and the downtime can be reduced. Product quality can be improved. So I can tell you a few examples. If you are going to visit doctor or a leg pain or something, Doctor A will tell you some consultation, Doctor B will tell you a different story, Doctor C will tell you a different consultation. So, so Doctor A is telling you to go for surgery, Doctor B is telling you to go for physiotherapy, Doctor C is telling you to take rest. Which one we should believe? That is what the big question mark right now. So if I'm going for this Doctor A, so they will ask us to do the surgery. Instead, if you're going for Doctor C, then they will ask us to take a rest. So which is good consultation? So it's a big confusion. So to avoid such thing, we are started implementing this AI tool in each and every machines. So already the complete doctor community is believing us. I mean, they are depending on the medical equipment. So even for ECG, X-ray, MRI, cath lab, each and every area, so they are simply believing us. So in this case, so if you are giving the predictive analysis, so this is what we want to do so in the machine, so then it is easy for doctor to understand. Also in future, that machine will tell you what kind of tablet you want to take. Software it is telling you what kind of a disease you want, what kind of disease, software is helping us for diagnosis, but same in future it will help us to go for a therapeutic also. That is what that enhanced product quality and consistency. And real-time decision making is because of this integration. Real-time decision making is to be, I mean, it's going to be improved, and operation cost absolutely it is going to be reduced because simply we are replacing the manpower so with robots or the AI-based algorithm. So operation cost will be reduced, and regulatory complaints in sensitive industries like medical device manufacturing. So it's a regulatory even for regulatory complaints. So after developing a product, so if we are going and take when we are planning to go and take license, the licensing authority will tell you different stories. But whenever you are starting the product, that time itself, if you want to go with regulatory companies, then you can so implement this AI-based algorithm. Challenges, yes, initial investment will be high. Cyber security concerns will be there. Sensitive medical data will be there. So handling of this sensitive medical data is also very, very important. So and then integration with legacy system. Legacy system is nothing but old systems. For example, in some people, some institution or some hospital or some industry, they will use only like Windows 7 or Windows XP. So that time, then when you want to integrate the latest technology inside that old PC is a bit tough. That is called integration with legacy systems, and the need for skilled workforce. So because this thing can be developed only by the STEM people who knows what is AI, deep learning, machine learning, or data centered thing. That is what challenge we are facing. And then medical device. So importance of real-time technology. So this is the technology I can show you. So this is robotic arm, ROSA, robotic arm surgery. So when you want to perform the knee surgery, before knee surgery, then you should know the flexion, extension, or the level of arthritis. So where it is affected, everything you want to know. As of now, so we are taking MRI. We are taking MRI or CT scan. Mainly through CT scan only we are getting to know like how much of percentage we are having through CT scan and MRI. But avoiding so this thing, so you can see by using sensor technology and like A-based algorithm, simply you can place the sensors over here. So in the leg you can place sensors. So you can simply place sensors. So when you are moving, so when you are moving this, so top and bottom or flexion or vulgus, everything you can take in degree Celsius. So degree Celsius you can take. Also you can see arthritis level. This is the real time image you can see. So this is a femur bone, this is a tibial bone. One side we have having 4.5 millimeter distance, and another side we are having 5.5 millimeter distance. Simply we can come to know that. So this area, I mean that where you are having the 5.5 millimeter, no, that area is affected with arthritis. So this way, like so we can. So this technology will help you to. So this technology will help you to understand. So the problem without using any image. So this is called means spinal imaging, spinal surgeries. When you are performing some surgeries in the spinal cord, it is helping you to understand different discs. It is helping you to understand different discs. So C1, C2, cervical or lumbar or anything. So it is helping you to identify. So here also we are. So this idea was triggered by the people whenever they are performing any kind of a surgery inside the patient. Whenever they are performing surgery inside, I mean laparoscopy, arthroscopy, endoscopy, when they're inserting some camera into the patient, that time visibility is very less. So they are not, I mean, doctors or the physicians are not able to complete the surgery. By using this AI-based algorithm in imaging, so we can guide them by enhancing by showing or showcasing in different colors. For example, lung in different color, heart in different color, brain in different color, or maybe organs different color. It is helping the doctor to understand so where they want to keep their knife. So next, so this is like already this technology existing. By asking patient to walk or run on the treadmill, then we could able to take a ischemic condition. Same way, AI-based treadmills, AI-based algorithm systems. So we don't want to ask patient to run for 15 minutes or 20 minutes. By asking them to run for within 7 minutes or 8 minutes, and we can take so more data. We can it will help us to go with the predictive analysis. That is what so treadmill-based system. So this is called, so we are taking oxygen from the atmosphere. In atmosphere, we do have nitrogen. In atmosphere, we do have so 78% nitrogen and 20% oxygen and 1% other gas. So this system, what it is doing, no, like it is taking oxygen from the atmosphere, it is splitting only the oxygen, and all nitrogen is again is removing to back to the atmosphere. So only the oxygen is stored into that cylinder, so the compressing cylinder, then from this compressing cylinder, then we are distributing to the entire hospital. It's a one-time investment. So what is the purpose of AI in this area? Which means so then there are so many cylinders and so many there are so many cylinders and so many things are there like geolite and compressor everything. How to operate these things? If you are running that particular compressor for throughout the day, then it will fail. To avoid this thing, so that cyclic base or alternate base, so you can start moving this start working with this compressor. So there we start using this AI based algorithm. Automatically it can choose based on the temperature and number of hours it's work everything. That is what so the thing. So and also like everywhere we started using carbon fibers, and this is one kind of another technology. So we started developing carbon fibers. So carbon fiber based things because it is having a radiation property. Also like so this is one kind of a company. This is one kind of company called Leader Healthcare. So you can see do not touch real body. So Leader Healthcare is a company. So they are the one who manufacturing a freezer box. So this body it was expired before 34 years. Simply by keeping it inside their freezer there. So they are having complete details like brain. You can see brain without using any formalin with brain, lungs, and then industry everything you can see. So it is there in the it is there without any smell and something. Simply it is there. And then so this is called spinal surgeries. So this is which is completed. This is called spinal surgeries. Spinal surgeries for locating and how much pressure you want to apply and everything. So we started using this AI based algorithm. So you see this spinal surgery, cervical area surgery. So that OT table, so also OT carbon fiber based things everything we have to improve the patient quality. Just wait. Okay, this is also spinal surgery. So this is a carbon fiber based thing. So this is called WARM. This technology inside OT operation theater that we are having this WARM operation theater ROM. So each and whenever you are doing any spine surgery, each and every time by inserting the patient into this console, you can ensure. So whether you are doing the surgery perfectly or not, that you can ensure. That is what is WARM. And then last but not least is called spine importance of real-time diagnostics. So like when you're performing any brain surgeries, or you can see like cervical spinal cord surgeries. So this is spinal cord. So this is a patient face. Simply we are performing surgery at the back side. So that AI-based algorithm is helping us. So the back side you can see like syringe pump, infusion pump, and then anesthesia oxygen, everything we have. So this kind of AI-based algorithm is helping the doctor to perform surgery, also to improve on the quality. So as of now, each and every medical equipment, like we started using this AI-based algorithm, at least in some way. Uh, it is increasing efficiency. Also, instead of going and implementing something on the hardware, so we can implement anything with software. So that is going to help us in many ways. So this is a technology. So then maybe I can control like this. So this is a technology. This technology is not going to be. It's going to be anyway. It's going to be replaced. it's not going to replace the human manpower completely, because we as engineering people and technology people, we should develop this algorithm. Until and otherwise, like whether we are coming up, we are taking the problem statement in all the areas, we should work with the AI. So if you are maybe like if you are out of engineering field, that is very very tough. It's in every area, then we will be in a situation to use the AI. We will be not in a situation to develop the AI algorithm. So until and otherwise, like you are in the situation to develop your own algorithm, we are so safe. If you're not knowing how to develop or how to implement this AI algorithm or how to use this AI, it is very difficult to survive in this engineering field. This technology will evolve, so some more technology will come. So that is what I think. So as of now, it is for QA. So if you have any questions regarding this session, then you can ask me, so we can discuss. Yes. So any questions? Yes. Any questions related to AI?
Participants, you can raise your queries. Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable time for
Thank
our
you.
FDP.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir, for presenting a highly relevant and industry-oriented session. Your perspective on AI opportunity and challenge in healthcare have enriched our understanding. We appreciate the valuable insights shared. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you.
I request all the participants to kindly fill out the feedback form, which has been shared in Google Meet chat. And those who are using mobile, we will be present the QR code. You can take the screenshot of it and can fill the feedback. Please note that the form will remain open only for 20 minutes.
Ma'am, can I leave the session, ma'am? Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
We have presented the QR code. You can take the screenshot of it and can fill the feedback. Sir, good afternoon, sir. Welcome to our FDP. We welcome Dr. Karthikeyan Thangavelu, Senior Lecturer, University of Technology and Applied Sciences, Muscat,
with 17 years of academic experience. His expertise includes telemedicine technologies, intelligent patient monitoring system, and AI-based communication frameworks. He has contributed to multiple international research collaborations and academic initiatives. His work focuses on designing effective remote monitoring system and integrating AI with clinical decision making and enhancing accessibility in healthcare. He will address the topic next generation telemedicine, remote patient monitoring with generative AI application, offering insights on predictive monitoring and data driven care. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Good afternoon. My voice is audible, ma'am.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Ma'am, can you see my presentation, my PPT?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, good afternoon to everyone. Today, I'm going to give a presentation topic on next generation telemedicine, remote patient monitoring with generative AI applications. The outline of our presentation is first introduction of IOMT is nothing but Internet of Medical Things and Telemedicines. And then why IoT is a right choice or right option for the telemedicine. Things we should consider before deploying IoT for telemedicine. And list of IoT application use cases in telemedicine. Top challenges of IoT in telemedicine. Advantages and disadvantages of IoT in healthcare. IoT trends in healthcare. Future of IoT. And finally, the conclusion. Why IoT driven healthcare projects transforming patient care. And then summary. We'll just start with the introduction of IoT and then telemedicine. What is IoT? The Internet of Things. In general, it connects the physical world to the internet and it enables users to collect and share information in real time. Say, for example, with IoT, we can connect objects such as lights, machine, ACs, fans, or other things, and the communication with or without involving human beings. And what is telemedicine? We all have some knowledge about IoT. Also, I just want to give some brief introduction about what is telemedicine. Even though most of we already aware of telemedicine, I'll just give a brief introduction. The core concept of telemedicine is to deliver remote healthcare services to the people living in remote areas, especially where there are no healthcare facilities. Besides, it also had a purpose to reduce the burden of hospital loaded with n number of patients. And then why IoT is a right choice for telemedicine? Even though IoT can be beneficial for almost every industry, organization, corporate office, manufacturing sectors, smart homes, and so on and so forth, healthcare is not exceptional at all. In contrast, healthcare can be the largest beneficiary of it. With IoT, healthcare managers can ensure the growth of telemedicine by grabbing the offering that IoT has. For example, the quality of care, enhanced patient monitoring system, real-time healthcare system, and much more. So even after having so many offerings and facilities, what are the benefits of IoT in telemedicine? It is an important concern for most healthcare organizations. So let's have a small glance through the benefit or top benefits of IoT in healthcare, especially in telemedicine. The first thing is it supports doctors. How it is going to be support doctors? Whether it is to access patient data or examine the wound, rash, or patient health condition improvement, the Internet of Things can be the best supporting innovation for the doctors. However, doctors also have face some challenges. For example, they cannot listen to the heartbeat or check blood pressure using IoT technology. However, there is a solution also for this. Wearable devices. We all have some knowledge on wearable devices. Almost we are all wearing nowadays smartwatches. So these are all coming under IoT devices only. So which is powered by IoT play, an important role by allowing doctors to access relevant informations. And also, the most important thing is real-time health monitoring. What do you mean by real-time health monitoring? If technology is boon for humanity, IoT in healthcare can be the example of it. It has plenty of offerings to the healthcare. While in real-time monitoring is the life-saving feature that IoT delivers to the healthcare. Doctors can get patients' health report every second, establishing better and enhanced healthcare facilities. Patients wearing a Holter monitored device will enable doctors and patients to check abnormalities. So continuously, the patients, those who are unable to visit the hospital, they are wearing these devices, and doctors are able to have all the access of the abnormalities. And also, it is the best made for senior citizens. This is really a disheartening to see many older people struggling to get better medical treatment. Even in our urban areas. However, with IoT integration, the issue can be resolved successfully. Doctors and hospitals can provide healthcare facility to the senior citizen without letting them to leave their home or places. Technology can help them make their life more comfortable and hassle-free. IoT devices will not only help people, especially senior citizens, it improves their health condition, but also it will be a boon for people with disabilities. So things we should consider before deploying IoT. IoT is the need of the hour, especially in the healthcare sector. However, we cannot just get it developed and integrated into our healthcare system. We need to consider certain aspects of it. They are the followings: infrastructure. The first one is infrastructure. Even though IoT does not require any complex infrastructure to deploy, we should make sure that there are no last minute hassles. For example, power points, access points, permission for device cabling, no connectivity barrier, proper installation space, and we should be ensured earlier to avoid any further glitch because it's connected with our lives. You may also need to have a networking staff who will support you from the device installation until the management. On site IoT maintenance. If we are considering installing IoT technology into our healthcare system, we have to consider its maintenance. Initially, we may not need to spend on its care, but as it grows older, the IoT devices will get damaged off, and then maintenance will be needed. It could be a challenge, and we may be compelled to hire some professionals who will look into the matter. However, it will also be helpful to the people who are looking this particular service or security arrangement. Security arrangement is the most important thing because IoT works on telecommunication along with the internet connection. And hence, it is crucial for users to have secure connections. It is really a challenge for healthcare managers to keep patients' identity and health information safe and protected. But by having a recent technology, upgraded technology, which is integrated with IoT, we can have all this secured information with this installation. Device support and testing. We would not take the risk of getting a technical glitch once it is implemented. Therefore, it is essential to have proper testing and ensure technology support or technician support to get the seamless result. If IoT devices are not tested, we may fail to achieve user satisfaction. So, these testing of IoT devices includes there are many. I list something like connectivity testing, logistic. Logistics is nothing but component testing, inventory management testing, life cycle management testing. So these are all some of the testings we should do before we are going to deploy this IoT technology into healthcare. Next, list of IoT application use cases for telemedicine. First one is mobile health. What do you mean by mobile health? IoT has added another feather to the mobile health system that enables doctors to keep track of all vitals, including blood pressure, heartbeat, etc. of the patient. As we have discussed earlier, the challenges that doctors have to face with IoT in case of remote monitoring with IoT integrated with the smart wearable devices. Doctors can now quickly get detailed report, including the required vital of the body with mobile health, which is handling critical situation will become easy. Next thing is reminder, ingestible sensors and devices. Sometimes or more often patients for sometimes or more often patients forget to take medicine timely. Even doctors get busy with other work, forgetting that the patients who need attention. But these all things far gone now. With IoT in place, the ingestible sensor can keep them regular. What is ingestible sensor? So these sensors look like a tablet and we can swallow it. So this will give a reminder while doctors will get notification and alert if they have to be examined. Next thing is remote patient monitoring. This remote patient monitoring. This is the most important thing. Now there are so many research are going on in this particular field. So remote patient monitoring is believed to be the sole reason why IoT was introduced in telemedicine. IoT enabled devices for patient monitoring ensures that doctor get all necessary information such as patient health condition, blood pressure level, and so much information remotely. So this is what important. Remotely, the doctor can access all these data. Whereas patients, especially those who are living in far off areas, do not have to come to the hospital physically to attend the treatment. These are the basic use cases through we can come with plenty of IoT application use cases in telemedicine. So I have just listed very basic list cases. There are plenty of cases are already there. So the top challenges of IoT in telemedicine. We have discussed a little bit about challenges regarding IoT in telemedicine earlier in this presentation. For example, collecting data, exploring the authenticity of the data, managing the data, and more. Now, let us discuss the top challenges we may face with IoT. Through these challenges, through these challenges, we are also going to see how we are going to avoid this challenge by taking the precautionary measures. The first one is unauthorized access vulnerability. One of the most important challenge in IoT enabled telemedicine is ensuring robust security measures to prevent unauthorized access to sensitive patient data. Without proper security protocol in place, IoT devices and network can be vulnerable to cyber attacks and it potentially compromising patient data privacy and data integrity. Hackers and malicious attackers may exploit vulnerabilities in IoT systems to gain unauthorized access, which is leading to serious consequences. For the healthcare facilities and patient trust, which is most important, so we need to avoid this by implementing robust security measures such as encryption, authentication protocols, and regular security audits, which is crucial to mitigate the risk of unauthorized access and protect patient information. Next thing is security at stack. Building upon the previous point, inadequate security measures not only pose a risk of unauthorized access, but also leave IoT systems vulnerable to hacking and data breaches. The event of security breach, The integrity and confidentiality of patient data may be compromised, leading to significant issues for healthcare providers and patients alike. The stakes are particularly high in telemedicine, where patient consultations and medical records are transmitted over digital networks, which is stringent security measures to safeguard sensitive information. To address these challenges, healthcare organizations must prioritize cybersecurity and invest in robust security infrastructure, including firewall, intrusion detection systems, and security incident response plans. And the last one in the challenge is healthcare policies transformation. Another significant challenge, this one. In this, the integration of IoT in telemedicine lies navigating the complex landscape of healthcare regulations and policies. Health policies vary across different states and different countries, posing challenges for standardizing the IoT enabled telemedicine practices, and which is ensuring compliance with the regulatory requirement. The outdated healthcare systems and regulations may create barriers to the seamless integration of technology, which is hindering the adoption of IoT solutions in telemedicine. Addressing this challenge, which requires collaboration between policymakers, healthcare providers, and technology vendors to develop coherent and adaptable regulatory framework that support innovation while safeguarding patient right and privacy. Moreover, healthcare organizations must stay abreast evolving regulatory requirement and proactively adopt their practices to comply with the emerging standard and guidelines. In summary, the challenges of IoT in telemedicine encompasses the cybersecurity risk, regulatory complexities, and the need of robust policy frameworks. By addressing these challenges through proactive measures and strategic collaborations, healthcare organizations can harness the transformative potential of IoT to enhance patient care and improve healthcare delivery. Advantages and disadvantages of IoT in healthcare. So first we will see some advantages. So the positive impacts all around the technological enhancement. IoT has transformed how healthcare is delivered. With connected devices, patients no longer need to visit hospitals for routine checkups. Devices like smartwatches, glucose monitors, and ECG patches can collect and transmit the real-time data. This passive data collect this passive data allows for deep analysis, enabling yearly diagnosis and long-term healthcare tracking. The Internet of Medical Things, IoMT in short, which is the way for innovations like AI associated diagnostics, robotic surgeries, and remote rehabilitations. Second important advantage is cost saving. IoT reduces cost of for both healthcare providers and patients. Hospitals can automate routine monitoring, reducing the need for in-person staff. Patients save on travel and hospital stays. For example, a heart patient can be monitored remotely, avoiding unnecessary emergency visits. Over time, this leads to significant saving in operational and treatment cost. And then the last advantage here, it is accessibility, which gives by integrating the IoT in medical field, which gives the improved accessibility. This IoT bridges the gap between urban and rural healthcare. Doctors can access patient data from anywhere, which is enabling remote consultation. This is especially beneficial for patients in remote or underserved areas. A wearable device can alert the doctor and the patients if there are any abnormalities in the vitals, which is prompting the medical actions, even if the patient is miles away. So next, we will see some of the disadvantages. First one is privacy and data security risk, which we discussed just before. One of the biggest concern, the IoT collects sensitive health information, which is not properly secured, can be vulnerable to cyber attacks. A breach could expose personal health records, leading to identity theft or misusing. Ensuring end-to-end description, secure cloud storage, and regular audit essential, but which comes with some cost. Unauthorized access to centralized systems. This is the another disadvantage. Centralized data systems are efficient, but which is also risky. If a hacker gains access, they could manipulate or steal the data. In worst case scenarios, they could interfere with the life-saving devices. These raises ethical and legal concerns, especially in critical care environments. And finally, regulatory and compliances. So what are the challenges here? So here, healthcare regulations vary globally, integrating IoT into existing system, which requires compliance with the law. Like different countries, they are following a different law, which has to be integrated so that we will be having a single system for throughout the globe. And then IoT trends in telemedicine. IoT trends in telemedicine. As we look towards the future of healthcare, the Internet of Medical Things is rapidly evolving. The startups, technology, and healthcare, all the providers are all contributing to the wave of innovation that is reshaping how care is delivered and monitored. And also, they are managing the data securely. Let us explore some of the most impactful trends currently shaping the IoT healthcare in landscape. First one, wearable continue to the top of the market. So the wearable technology remains at the forefront of IoMT innovation. The companies like Apple, Samsung, and some Fitbit, they are continuously enhancing their devices with advanced health tracking features such as heart rate monitoring, oxygen saturation (SpO2), ECG capabilities, sleep tracking, fall detection, blood pressure. There are so many. So these devices are now being integrated with the electronic health records, which is allowing doctors to access real-time patient data directly from their dashboards. This trend is not limited to consumer or technology media grade wearable. It is also being developed for chronic diseases enhancement. So the next important thing is surgical robotics become a common reality. Robotic assisted surgeries, we might have heard of it. Soon it is going to be a normal thing everywhere. So the robotic assisted surgeries are no longer a science fiction. Systems like a Da Vinci surgical system, which are being used in hospitals worldwide for procedures requiring high precision, such as cardiac wall repair, gynecological surgeries. There are so many. So these AI powered robotic systems, which is having a greater precision, reduced recovery time, minimized surgical error. While there are many limitations such as cost and the need for the specialized training, the trend should be clear. And the robotic surgery is becoming more mainstream and accessible. So the next thing is integration with the emerging technologies. IoT is not evolving in isolation. It is increasing being integrated with the other cutting edge technologies, which is including artificial intelligence for predictive analysis, diagnostics, and personalized treatment plans. We are going to use artificial intelligence. What is augmented reality in artificial intelligence, which is used in surgical planning and remote training? Next thing is machine learning to detect patterns in patient data and predict diseases progression. Next, big data analysis for population health management and epidemical studies. Blockchain. So this is the most important thing because which is connected with the security to secure patient data and ensure transparency in medical records. Next thing is smart contracts. For automating the insurance claims and consent management, we are using smart contracts. So these things are coming under artificial intelligence. For example, AI models are now capable of predicting breast cancer risks more accurately than traditional methods using data from wearable devices and imaging tools. So next, remote patient monitoring. This is one of the important integration here. The COVID-19 pandemic accelerated adoption of remote patient monitoring, and this trend continues to grow. These IoT devices now monitor blood pressure, glucose level, oxygen saturation, respiratory rate. So these devices transmit data to healthcare providers in real time, which is enabling yearly intervention and reducing the hospital visits. So next, improved patient outcomes. So here we are going to see the potential impact of IoT in healthcare. The first one is improved patient outcomes. With IoT in healthcare, the integration of IoT in healthcare is not just a technological advancement. It is a paradigm shift. We approach patient care. Let's explore how IoT is driving better outcomes across the major dimensions. So the clinical effectiveness is nothing but accessibility and efficiency. Early intervention. Early intervention and preventive care. One of the most powerful benefits of IoT, its ability to enable early detection and health issues. Real-time data from connected devices such as smartwatches, blood pressure cuffs, and glucose monitors can alert healthcare providers whatever the abnormalities are happening. For example, a patient is wearing a smart blood pressure monitor may show signs of hypertension. The device sends alert to the doctor directly, which is prompting early intervention before the condition worsens. This proactive approach reduces emergency visits and improves patient safety and also enhances long-term healthcare outcomes. Personalized medicine. The IoT enables precision in healthcare by collecting individualized data. When combining with AI and machine learning, this data can be analyzed to the tailored treatment plans to each patient. For example, a diabetic patient using a continuous glucose monitor can receive a real-time insulin adjustment based on their activity levels and diets. Another example, heart failure patients. They can benefit from wearable ECG monitors that adjust medication based on real-time heart rate and blood pressure data. This level of personalization leads to better medication, fewer side effects, and improved quality of life. Chronic disease. So the chronic disease conditions like diabetics, hypertension, and heart diseases, which require ongoing continuous monitoring and treatment. So these IoT devices allow for continuous tracking of vital signs and symptoms, enabling timely adjustment to treatment plans. For example, a patient who is using a device, remote wearable device, can track lung functions daily. If readings are dropping, the care team can intervene before hospitalization is needed. The remote monitoring also helps detect complications yearly, which is reducing the risk of emergency situation and improving disease control. This is not only improves the outcomes but also reduces the burdens of healthcare facilities. Mental health monitoring. So the mental health is often overlooked in traditional healthcare models. IoT is changing that by offering tools is monitoring emotional and cognitive well-being. So these wearables, by using this wearable, which can track the sleep patterns, heart rate variability, and even skin conductance, which reflects emotional intensity. These AI-powered apps, AI-powered applications can analyze mood changes and behavior patterns, alerting therapists or the caretakers when intervention may be needed. This early detection can be life-changing for individuals with depression, anxiety, or bipolar disorder, which is enabling timely support and reducing the burden. Increased access to the healthcare. So here, what is increased access to the healthcare? IoT is breaking down various healthcare access, especially for underserved populations or underserved areas. So the telemedicine. Telemedicine is the connected devices make virtual care more effective and real and reliable. Patients can consult with the specialist from the comfort of their homes, reducing travel and wait times. Example, a rural patient with limited mobility can use wearables. So these wearable can have the doctor connected like virtually. Elderly patients, they can receive a routine checkup via video calls, which is supported by real-time vital from smart devices. This healthcare systems making it more inclusive and patient-centered. Second, here, the remote patient monitoring, especially for underserved area. IoT enables continuous care for patients in regions which is limited healthcare infrastructures. So this we have seen the previous slides. Right, I will go to the next one, which is nothing but yearly diagnosis and treatment. Portable diagnosis tools, which is powered by IoT. They are the new technology which is using for yearly detection of the diseases. For example, a portable ultrasound devices can be used for prenatal care in remote areas, which is detecting complications yearly. A smart thermometer and pulse oximeters, which can help identify infection diseases before they spread. This is especially critical in pandemic scenarios or in regions with limited access to labs and imaging centers. Enhanced healthcare delivery. IoT also improves the efficiency and coordination of the healthcare services. First one is streamlined workflows. The real-time data which we are sharing to the healthcare teams to collaborate more effectively. For example, a nurse receives an alert about patient's abnormality and immediately informs the physician who adjusts the treatment plan. Connected devices. So the connected devices helps synchronize the hair across the departments, reducing the delays and errors. This leads to faster diagnosis, better communication, and improved patient satisfaction. And the cost reduction, so which we have seen already, IoT reduces healthcare cost by minimizing unnecessary hospital visits and optimizing the resource uses. Improved efficiency. Automation frees up from the healthcare professional to focus on patient care. So these medication reminder automated the data logging and predictive analysis, which reduces the administrative burdens. For example, a nurse can spend more time educating patients while smart devices handle routine monitoring and alerts. So this enhances the overall quality of care and improves job satisfaction among healthcare workers. So let us start with some real-time problems. Chronic diseases like diabetes, hypertension, and heart condition affects millions globally. These conditions require constant monitoring, but traditional healthcare systems are reactive. Patients often visit clinics, then only they will have the proper attention and treatment. Now imagine a world where a small wearable device which is tracking our vitals like heart rate, blood pressure, glucose level in real time. That is the core idea of this particular project. So the wearable collects the data continuously and sends it to cloud-based dashboard that the doctors can access instantly. This means early detection, timely intervention, and better outcomes. So how this particular thing is working? The device uses a sensors connected to a microcontroller like Arduino, Raspberry Pi. It communicates via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, pushing the data to the cloud. Doctors can view trends and alerts and even adjust the treatment remotely. It's like having a mini health assistant in our hand. Let's talk about the use cases. Take a diabetic patient, for example. The wearable monitor glucose, which is giving the levels of the glucose throughout the day. If it detects a sudden spike, it alerts both the patient and the doctor. For cardiac patient, it can detect irregular heart rhythms and prevents emergencies. So this system empowers patients and reduces hospital visits. We built a prototype using Raspberry Pi with sensors for ECG and blood pressure and temperature. So the data is visualized on a mobile app built with different applications. So because of this, almost 94 percentage of hospital visit can be reduced. Of course, there are some challenges. So the data privacy is critical. Whatever the data we are storing in the cloud, we don't know whether it is secured or not. So we have to use encryption and follow a proper guidelines. Also, the battery life of the low power sensor is optimized. And to reduce dependence, all the sensors are like battery charge. So we have to have a proper sensors. Looking ahead, we have to plan to integrate a blockchain for secure data sharing and using a new technology to store the data. So in the conclusion, this particular project is not about the technology, it is about the transforming the lives. It brings proactive care of the patient, reduces healthcare costs, and support remote communication with IoT and smart wearables. AI-powered mental health monitoring. So mental health disorders like depression and anxiety affects hundreds and millions of people globally. Yet many cases go undiagnosed or untreated due to the stigma, lack of access, or delayed recognition. What if we could detect early signs of emotional distress without affecting the patient? Continuously, we can monitor this and non-invasively. This is the most important thing, non-invasively. That is the promise of this particular project. This concept is simple but powerful. Why we are using IoT sensors, embedded wearables like smartwatches or the fitness, which is tracking the sleep patterns, physical activity, and even speech. These data streams are fed into the AI models. The AI model analyzes the behavioral trends and psychological signs to detect the sign of depression and anxiety or stress. So let's break it down. Imagine a wearable device that monitors our sleep quality, heart rate variability, and the movement. If it is noticed, we are sleeping less, moving less, and showing the sign of agitation. it flags this a potential mental health concern. Adding to that, natural language processing, which analyze our speech for emotional cues. And we have got a system that can detect subtle the changes in mood or cognition. So the IoT integration is a key. These devices collect the data in real time and send it to a secure cloud platform. These AI algorithms process the data and identify the patterns and generate alert for caregivers or therapists. So this is enabling the early intervention before really something happened wrong. So next thing, post-surgical remote monitoring system. So we will begin with the another challenge here. After surgery, patients are vulnerable to complications like infections, poor wound healing, and mobility issues. Traditionally, monitoring involves frequent hospital visits or home care, which can be costly, inconvenient, and sometimes too late to catch early warning signs. This particular project introduces a smart solution. We use a wearable sensor, smart patches that monitors wound healing, body temperature, and movement to track recovery in real time. These sensors are connected via Wi-Fi modules to the cloud-based system that analyze the data and sends alert to surgeons if anything unusual is detected. Imagine a patient recovering from a knee replacement. The patch monitors which which is connected to monitor the temperature around the wound site. If it rises unexpectedly, it could sign off the infection. It also tracks the movement. If the patient is not walk, then it's not moving too much, the system flags it. This allows doctors to intervene early, adjust the treatment, and avoid complications. So the smart patches. What do you mean by smart patches here? The smart patches, they are with the biosensors for temperature, pH, and motions to monitor. Wi-Fi model we all know, which is used for data transmission. What is cloud analytical platform that process the visualized data? We can have the mobile application for patient and dashboard for clinicians. So these are the things are there to develop this particular project. What are they? Smart patches, Wi-Fi model, cloud, and then mobile apps. So next, we will see a smart pill dispenser with the adherence tracking. Medication non-adherence is a silent crisis, especially among the elderly and those with chronic illness. Forgetting to take pills or taking the wrong ones can lead to serious complications, hospitalization, and even fatalities. Caregivers often struggle to monitor medication routine, especially when patients live independently. What is the solution here? A smart IoT enabled pill bags. A smart IoT enabled pillbox. This not only reminds the patient to take their medication, but also logs each dose and sends adherence reports to the caregivers. It's like having a digital nurse on standby 24 by 7. Here, we are going to see how it works. The pill box equipped with microcontroller that controls compartments and sensors. A scheduled times it triggers a buzzer LED alert. Based on our project, we can have whatever we want to remind the patient. When the pill is taken, the system logs the event. If a dose is missed, a GSM model is connected, which sends a notification to the caregiver via the SMS or the app alert. Let's say someone who is 75 years old, the diabetic patient, forgets her evening dose. The pill box detects missed pill and instantly alert her or his relatives who can call them and check in. This is the simple intervention can prevent a health emergency. The tech stack. So here, what are the different things we need to complete this project? The first important thing is microcontroller, nothing but we know Arduino or anything like ESP8266, something like that, to manage the sensors and alerts. We need a GSM model here. Why GSM model? Which is connected with the cellular communication to send or receive the SMS. Sometime, if you want the Wi-Fi also, we can have through this model. Infrared sensors to detect the pill removal. So these sensors are connected with the pill bots. Finally, the mobile app, which is for scheduling the alerts and attendance tracking. IoT enabled virtual ICU. So let's start with another challenge. In many rural and underserved areas, the access to the critical care is limited, and the ICU beds are very limited, and specialized doctor may be miles away. In emergencies, this delay can be a difference between life and death. So, what is our solution? Virtual ICU powered by IoT, a system that enables real time monitoring of multiple patients in remote ICUs using a connected devices. It's like extending the reach of the top tier hospital into every corner of the country. We'll see how it works. So, here also we are going to have the IoT sensor that is continuously track the vital signs like heart rates, oxygen saturation, blood pressure, respiratory rate, and so on and so forth. So these sensors transmit the data to the cloud platform where it is analyzed and displayed on a centralized dashboard, which is accessible for the doctors. So let's imagine a scenario. A patient in a rural hospital shows a sign of respiratory distress. The system detects abnormal oxygen levels and immediately alerts a specialist in a city hospital through a video conferencing. The doctor consults with the local staff, review the vital, and guides treatment. It's all in a real time. To complete this project, what are the devices we need? IoT sensors like measure the ECG, SpO2, temperature, and blood pressure. And then we need cloud platform for data storage and analytics. We need a cloud platform. Finally, we need a secure dashboard to monitor the patient data. So these are all some projects which I have just explained a brief about those projects. So if we want to, we can implement these projects and we can add so many improved techniques here. So the conclusion here, we can see we have just discussed the last 5 projects. What is the purpose? What is the impact? For example, a smart pill dispenser, medication reminders, and intake logging. What is the impact which improves the adherence, which supports elderly care? And then the summary. So thank you for staying with me for the last 1 hour. As we come to the conclusion, before that, I would like to give a small summary about this. So we are pretty confident that if you ask a medical professional about their opinion on the subject, they will say that full IoT integration and automation is the only logical way to develop. Partially in the hospital, if they are developing, or in the country, if they are developing in one city, is not going to be helpful. It should be integrated with every hospital and everywhere throughout the country, and they have to change the policies accordingly. With that being said, we are enjoying this life-saving fruit of this IOMT. So these IoT devices continuously monitoring our vitals. This is the most important case so that the elderly patients can be saved and they can have all type of all the facility, all the healthcare systems. So we are pretty confident that if you ask most medical professionals, they will say it has to be integrated with everywhere. So This is all about the IOMT integration with the artificial intelligence and machine learning. I hope I have given some introduction or something related to this. Anyway, thank you for your patient listening. If you have any questions, you can ask. Thank you.
Now the session is open for question. Participants, if you have any question, you can ask to sir. So if there is no questions, we'll end the session now. Thank you, sir, for your insightful and forward-focused session. Your explanation of telemedicine advances and AI-driven monitoring provided an essential clarity. We appreciate your contribution. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Now I request all the participants to kindly fill out the feedback.
Sir, excuse me. Someone has
Sir.
raised a question in chat box, sir.